Welcome back to the program, everyone. I am Jeff, LitecoinLeader. I'm your regular host. I get a special edition this morning. It's this morning. Normally, I'm wearing a black shirt, but I'm wearing red because I'm on my way to the gym. But I learned something in the last couple of days that I've been meaning to make a video on, and we're going to talk about it tonight on our Patreon AMA. But I don't know if you've heard this news, but we have another central bank digital currency on the horizon, and it's kind of a response to what's going on with BRICS and their meeting in August. So let me share my screen. I'll talk about things as we go through them, and then I'll come back and wrap it all up. Before I do, please, if you want this content, you like this content, you like me bringing this kind of news to you, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this kind of video out with other people so that they know about this channel and about this content. Really helps out the channel, helps out Economic Preppers too. We'll have another episode of that Thursday evening. Tonight's the AMA. But let's just jump right into it. So here we go. So first off, here's a map of where we're at with central bank digital currencies. Okay, central bank digital currencies. This is from AtlanticCouncil.org. You can see the proliferation, just how it's spreading everywhere. Okay, we've got 119 countries that are being tracked. 11 have launched, 32 have it under development, 39 in research, 18 have a pilot. 15 are inactive, but they're pretty much smaller countries. And 2 have been canceled. That was Africa. That was Nigeria. And where's the other one? That is Belize. Interesting. Okay. So, and the Bahamas too. Well, that was launched. I'm sorry. Where's the canceled ones? All right, there's one. It is Senegal. And I can't find the other red one. If you find the other red one, please leave it in the comments because there it is. It's like Ecuador. There we go. All right, so this is your tracker. What's going on? Well, first off, the Bank of International Settlements, and I'll explain how this all fits together. The Bank of International Settlements, BIS, that is the Bank of Banks. That is the big one. They put out different publications. Apparently, they had a meeting, and they are talking about cross-border payments and breaking new paths in cross-border retail CBDC payments. What is this one about? This is called Project Icebreaker. Now, Project Icebreaker, let me read a few things to you. First off, it's breaking new paths in cross-border retail payments. While domestic payments have seen significant improvement in many jurisdictions over the years, cross-border payments still face challenges such as high cost, low speed, limited access, insufficient transparency. That sounds great. Let's really read on. The G20, so now we know who's focused on. The G20 has made it a priority to enhance cross-border payments a priority. And in response to this call for action, the BIS Innovation Hub, fancy, is coordinating experiments on how this might be done. Many central banks are exploring retail central bank digital currencies. That's why I showed you the other page. So you've got this page over here that shows you all the different ones. You've got 11, 32, 18. So you got 61 plus 39. That's 100 countries. Math check. That's 17. Does this add up? 29. It doesn't add up. There's 2 missing. So this is not 119 because 11 plus 39 is 50. 18 and 32 is 50. That's 100, 115, 117. You're missing 2. All right, check your math. I don't like it when websites miss their math when they're especially talking about math and currency. So Project Icebreaker, back to that. So many central banks are exploring retail central bank digital currencies. The requirements for interlinking these domestic RCBDC, that's a retail CBDC, we need more letters apparently. Systems to support cross-border payments should be considered at the outset so that cross-border payments can be enabled when appropriate. Basically, that's sending money from country to country. Project Icebreaker explores a specific way to interlink RCBD systems, the hub and spoke solution, which BIS is proposing, with several additional features that would allow the Icebreaker model to be readily scaled up. In addition, these features would promote simplicity and interoperability, buzzwords, reduce settlement risk, and foster competition and transparency for cross-border RCBD payments. I will get into this in a moment and explain where it all fits together. But here's the announcement, okay? So this is the announcement, and this is on investing.com. The IMF and the DCMA. What is the DCMA? Glad you asked. It is the Digital Currency Monetary Authority. Okay, so we're going to have more agencies here. So let me read this. IMF and DCMA unveil Universal Monetary Unit to reinforce banking. The UMU launched at IMF Spring Meetings 2023. So it just came out. aiming to bolster monetary sovereignty. Banks can use UMU to securely connect SWIFT codes. So banks and SWIFT codes are involved, and accounts to digital wallets for real-time cross-border payments. UMU features innovative cryptographic technologies, because we needed more, including the stake proof of trust or spot protocol and AI-powered central banking monetary policy framework. Nothing inspires confidence like including AI with banking. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and the Digital Currency Monetary Authority, DCMA, announced the launch of the Universal Monetary Unit during the IMF Springs in 2023. And this story came out on April 17th. It literally came out this week. Also referred to as Unicoin, not to be confused with a unicorn, but a unicoin, because we're looking for unicorns. Per the DCMA, the Universal Monetary Unit seeks to offer a legally recognized monetary commodity currency that can be transacted in any legal tender settlement currency. Symbolized by the ANSI character U with umlauts over it, apparently, the UMU operates like a CBDC, enforcing banking regulations and protecting the financial integrity of the international banking system. The old system, the legacy system. It also enables banks, reminding me to get to the gym. It also enables banks to securely connect SWIFT codes and accounts to the digital wallet, facilitating real-time cross-border payments. Last section, the UMU operates using the stake proof of trust spot protocol, a multi-dimensional distributed ledger technology. So it's another letter, MDLT, because we need more letters. And an AI, artificial intelligence powered central banking monetary policy framework. The DCMA introduced the UMU as Crypto 2.0, emphasizing its potential for broad adoption in the global economy. Now, the timing of this is very interesting because, as I mentioned on other channels, especially on EconomicPreppers, BRICS is having a meeting. I believe it's not in this article, but it's in August. But so BRICS countries keen on having common currency to replace the U.S. dollar. They want a different world reserve currency than the U.S. dollar. The prospect of establishing a common currency will be a top agenda item at the upcoming BRICS summit in Durban, South Africa later this year. They don't have a date here because it's really August. This article came out on April 1st. I'm not sure why they didn't know the date. This is speculation in my opinion, but the article says, should the common currency be formed, it will be based on a basket of currencies of the BRICS countries: the Chinese yuan, the Russian ruble, the Indian rupee, the Brazilian real, and the South African rand. Okay, enough of that. Let me drop out of there and let's talk to you, lovely folks. And thank you for watching through this and enjoying my red shirt today as I head to the gym. What is all this about? First, the Bank of International Settlements, and I'll go into more detail on the AMA tonight and on Economic Preppers, because this is a big story. We need to talk about it, but I try to keep these videos short. But the Bank of International Settlements, it goes like this. You have central banks, such as in the United States, you have the Federal Reserve. But the Federal Reserve has to transact with other countries. So they go through International Monetary Fund and the Bank of International Settlements. So that's where the BIS and the IMF come in. So the IMF often loans money to countries to get them on the dollar system, and they have to repay those loans. So they've been doing that a lot for the last 40, 50 years. And if you want to know about that, read Confessions of an Economic Hitman or listen to the audiobook. It's very good. But in any event, BIS is the top dog in the banking. So BIS and then the central banks. The central banks all for the G20, really the G7, all feed into the BIS. So trying to keep this video short, but the BIS doesn't want to lose control. That's why they have terms in there like the SWIFT system, the bank, international cross-border payments and settlements. We don't, and they're adding AI into the banking system. If you think the banking system is broke now, just add AI to it. So I know we've heard that central banks, CBDCs will be introduced and they will fail several times. This could be one of the first ones, but they are trying to get out ahead of BRICS in their announcement of a new monetary world reserve currency in August by announcing this now and pushing it forward probably in a hurry. It's probably not going to work, but they're trying to keep everyone back in under the umbrella of all the CBDCs on the planet, with central, like the CBDCs that are coming from the banks that are associated with the Bank of International Settlements. So they're trying to keep the same system, but just digitize it. So that's going to add more control, more visibility on all your transactions, and they can control your currency. They can turn it on and off. They can make it, all the issues that we've heard about with CBDC before. If you haven't heard, the ABC is the CBDC. I'll try to remember this video, the link up here, but just trying to get this video out quickly today before the AMA tonight. Hopefully we can talk more about that then. But I want to let you guys know that this unicoin is coming out, and it's not a unicorn, it's unicoin. And this RCBDC and everything that's being proposed here is probably not going to work out so well. So what are your thoughts about the unicoin, all the lovely different names that they put out there for this? What are your thoughts? I'm looking forward to hearing about what do you think about all these different approaches to central bank digital currencies and how they're trying to get a world reserve currency and the Bank of International Settlements. You knew we'd hear from these guys if you know what they're about. But is this just another control mechanism? I look forward to your comments below. Looking forward to reading to them. Looking forward to seeing you on the AMA tonight. But with all that said, I'm going to close the drawer in the bureau, say follow leader, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.